everybody, and welcome to Wrestling is Silly, your silliest, stupidest, dumbest wrestling show that is available on a Wednesday night, and also the greatest wrestling show on a Wednesday night. I am your
uncontroversial opinion.
Hey, if you can name a better wrestling show on a Wednesday night, then I'm happy to hear it.
I can't. That's why I said it's uncontroversial.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you properly over the sound of the raucous applause from the crowd. I thought you said controversial opinion.
No, the exact opposite. I said antonym of controversial.
You did. I know what opposites are. I know how antonyms work, as we discovered in the Franz Island pub quiz last Sunday.
100%.
We all learned that I know how opposites work, and so does everybody else.
It's everybody else that is wrong.
I am correct. Everybody else just can't get on my level. Hey, welcome to Wrestling is Silly. I am Zach. I am Eden. This is Zach.
No, stop trying to steal my name. What the fuck is this?
It's been a long day. Sometimes I forget my own name, but that's all right. What was clipped? If you want to clip it yourself. This is how the clips work.
Yeah.
I think you can exclamation mark clip to automatically grab the last 30 seconds, but don't quote me on that. How are you today?
Doing all right.
Monday, I inflicted upon you a curse that has inflicted me for a long time, and I've decided I'm going to inflict it on the rest of chat. So if you have a fun anecdote to bring to us, I cannot inflict chat with my horrible curse. But if not, I will.
I mean, I don't know if it's a fun anecdote. It's one of those where like it's relatable in a way that I think people will laugh at.
People love a hashtag relatable.
Yeah. So I had this moment the other day. I don't generally click on YouTube recommendeds, right?
No.
This is established. Hate an ad. I don't like YouTube trying to sell things to me. But there was one the other day.
I remember this.
It was so tantalizing that it got even me, and I feel like chat will understand, right?
The clickbait was immaculate.
The clickbait was fantastic, but it also just like it wasn't even clickbait because that like the video was accurate to what.
Yeah, it delivered on what it promised, but what it promised was buck wild.
And it's like can't remember the exact title, but the title was something YouTube-y along the lines of that time Disney released a 9/11 movie.
Was it called like Disney's Forgotten 9/11 propaganda film or something?
Yes, something like that. I don't remember exactly. But I mean, if that's not something y'all would click on, like you're a better person than me.
I would click the fuck out of that.
I was like, Disney made a 9/11 movie and I haven't heard about it. What is this? I think I'm gonna have to click.
Right.
So
you've got to.
Right, so I click, obviously, as would anybody else. And it actually was a Disney Channel movie, which I feel is even stranger.
Decom.
Yeah, so it was like a Disney Channel original movie.
Like High School Musical level.
Yeah, and it was called Tiger Cruise, which I did not know that was a thing that happened. Apparently it's like an actual...
Sounds like a bad sequel to Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, it does. But so like apparently that's just what they call where you like take your family to a base or a boat. It's a boat in the
It's an aircraft carrier, wasn't it?
No, he's in the Navy, so I don't remember what it felt. Oh yeah, no, it was because they were flying around planes.
Yeah, one of those big boats that holds planes. So
anyway, I mean, this is only tangentially related to the point that I'm about to make, but it was so book wild. I kind of just
we need
wanted
the context.
to share it with you. So, like, if that is interesting to you, you should definitely go and check out Tiger Cruise, the 9/11 decom. And I got through part of this video to the point where the guy whose video it was dropped the absolute clanger that he was not born when 9/11 took place.
Yeah. Oh, he was born post 9/11 and he was an actual like adult.
Yeah. Like, so he was in utero for 9/11, as was my younger brother. This man must be within a
Wild.
few months.
I think
I hate that too.
my brother.
around here.
Yeah, I know, it is a bit weird. And then I kind of kept watching the video. It stayed pretty normal, like there wasn't anything like too shocking or
Nothing
anything
too
like
heinous.
that. There were multiple points where I was like, this person is clearly a young person. Like they had all of that.
This
Like,
is a youth.
yeah, so you know how like the youths, like when they make content of any description, it's like generally faster. It's more cartoon paced.
There is a chaotic
Right.
element to Zoomer YouTube.
Yeah, there is. I mean, to be honest, I think there's a chaotic element to all young stuff aimed at young people.
Yes.
Like that, because I think children just love the chaos.
Yeah, I mean, look at like
and that's
Looney Tunes,
fine.
Animaniacs. Like it was chaos.
Yeah,
back then for
right.
us.
So it's always chaos, but like, you know, his videos had all the like telltale signs of youth. And then so this video was about 36 minutes long. And I got to the 30-minute mark, he'd finished doing the review, and then all hell broke loose. Like, there was like a framed picture of Osama bin Laden, and he was like dressed up as an eagle. He was like dressed up for the whole movie, like the whole video, but he was like dressed up as an eagle, and he was like shooting fake guns at this picture of Osama. Yes, it was framed.
Framed.
And then he ends up like there's a part where he's like snogging a framed picture of George Bush, and like so much happens in that 6 minutes.
Oh, it was a fancy
It's a-
frame. It was like
No. The Bin Laden one was a basic frame.
Oh yeah.
He'd got Bin Laden in a basic frame. The George Bush one was bigger. I don't. Anyway, it's just kind of all hell broke loose in this video, and after that 6 minutes, which quite frankly felt like a lifetime for someone of my advanced age, I came to this realization that I think everybody is going to have to go through at some point in their lives, not specifically at this very moment, where I kind of came to the conclusion that I'm young enough to recognize and remember that kind of humor, but way too old for it now. Like,
yeah.
just watching it made me quite tired.
Well, you have just left the core demo. You were the core demo. You're no longer the core demo.
I know, like, I'm 30 now. No one gives a shit what I think.
You were a young male aged 18 to 30 until recently, and now you're no longer that.
Well, I mean, yeah, I am. I'm literally the 30 and the 18 to 30.
They don't count
But,
that.
but like, I don't know. I had this sudden realization of my age in a way that I don't really feel like it. I think, genuinely, if I'd watched that video as a younger man, I would have thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that was what I meant about the I'm still young enough to recognize the youth humor.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I recognize it when I see it, and I know that had it got me before last November, I'm sure I would have thought it was hilarious. But when I was still I was young and spry in my 20s. Ignore the fact I was 29. I was young and spry in my 20s, right? Like, I think I would have thought that was hilarious. But I've just reached an age now where it's very tiring to watch these young people bounce off the wall.
I remember,
You know?
when we were in St. Louis and we were in the concert hall. We were watching Ludo. Before Ludo came out, one of the opening acts was a comedy musician called Rebecca Jaffe, and I remember you in the intermission between Jaffe and Ludo. You turned to me and went, "If I was 2 years younger, she would have been fucking great."
Yeah.
It's that same
like,
sort of. She was a hipster with a ukulele that sang about her judgmental air conditioner. You know exactly the kind of humor that it was going for.
Yeah, like I feel like I've got to this point where like I'm so, I don't know, I'm just too tired for it. The world there is too much going on in the world right now. Like everything is falling to shit and you want me to keep up with all of this chaos. No, thank you.
Yeah, I like
Thank you.
I like some chaotic YouTube, but I like my chaotic YouTube slow pace. Like Brutal Moose is good chaotic YouTube because it's chaotic YouTube, but I've not had my morning coffee yet.
Brutal Moose is the most interesting person. I don't quite know how to describe it, but he's kind of, he is the only person I know that can make like young person chaos, but like also radiate that he's like retired.
Yeah, he radiates like
he's
old
like
person
60.
energy, and he's like what maybe 2 years older than us.
Yeah, if even that, there is no way that man doesn't sleep like 18 hours a day.
Or like
He just,
I think Cat Icarus is another one. That is like measured chaos, and I know he's within like 3 months of me age wise.
yeah, to be honest, I don't know how he does it.
He's got
frankly,
two
I
kids to look
don't-
after. How's he got the energy to be Cat Icarus all the time?
I know, like it's so much. Maybe it's the proximity to like actual youth. Maybe he's like energy vampire.
He gets their energy.
Children, yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Whereas like I haven't seen a child in months.
I try my best not to, and living where where my office flat overlooks a school, it's really hard not to see a child, but I try really hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I hear them occasionally.
It's
It's really fun. Sometimes you hear them like singing weird songs. Like this was fun, right? Like, does anybody my age remember the song "Unwritten" by Natasha Bedingfield?
Yeah, but
I used to.
It was in Saltburn, and now it's back, and now they're singing it in the schoolyard.
Yeah, well, okay, so you've kind of ruined it. But I used to love that when I used to love that song when I was younger. Me and my best friend, we used to sing it, choreograph dances and shit. We were like we were proper bedheads, as it were, right? Like, get it, Natasha Bedingfield,
Yeah,
bedhead.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Okay, so good. Just wanted to make sure everybody got it. Because it was very clever. And hearing a bunch of children singing it again. I mean, like, because I don't get out. I don't leave the house, right? And if I am leaving the house, I'm going to somebody else's house. And nobody I know has watched Saltburn, so I haven't. It hasn't come into my periphery. And so to just hear these children enjoying this song that I used to enjoy when I was a children, that filled me with some joy. So maybe there is something to this, like being around children.
Maybe it
helps you
will,
keep
maybe
your
it
youth
will warm
there.
your old cold heart.
It did a bit. It did genuinely fill me with a little bit of joy.
See, this anecdote of you feeling old and talking about music only segues perfectly into me sharing my curse with chat.
No, I don't want. No, don't make me think of that song again.
So I don't know if anyone in chat is familiar with the song "Steal My Sunshine" by Len. A while ago,
calling it music is a stretch.
A while ago, I was cursed with the brain poison that means whenever anyone says the word sunshine, that song, that's it. That's my whole week. My whole week is
Excellent.
that song running through my head. That is the background that's the background radiation to the rest of my workday. And the McElroys did a real funny bit, and Griffin likes the word sunshine. He thinks it's a funny word, so he says it a lot. So on the train back from this fucking networking event, all that's going through my head is, I know, it's up to me if you steal my sunshine. And it's bad. It's a bad song.
It's terrible.
And I thought, what is the best way to alleviate to alleviate this off myself, I know I'll share it with Zach.
Yeah.
So I sent Zach "Steal My Sunshine" by Len on YouTube because I had to go and listen to it to try and get it out of my head. And his response, I'm going to read it word for word. Songs like that prove bad music always got a platform, and no, it is in fact not because it's new that a song is bad. And then when I jokingly said, "Are you implying that it's not a certified banger?" you described it as a squelch.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the word for the opposite of a banger is, so I was like, some kind of squelching noise, probably.
So, "Steal My Sunshine" by Len, certified squelch. Zach's number one certified squelch.
Yeah, like if I never had to hear that again, it would be too soon.
Well, you know how to.
And I did listen to the full thing.
You
you
gave it a whole chance.
I gave it. Yeah, right. Like I am always, I am always one of those people. I like to know the media before I start.
You got to judge it. Got to judge it.
Yeah. So I listened to the whole thing, let it have its chance to shine as the whole package, and yeah, I mean it was possibly the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
I'm glad I could share it with you. Also, Peter Brads and Spoopy Spoony, thank you for joining us. I hope that this introductory tangent has kept your attention.
They've probably left.
Well, then they missed "Steal My Sunshine," the absolute certified club banger.
Yeah.
Should we do some wrestling then? Try and keep the peace. Jedi, welcome. I'm glad that you're here for a stream. I'm also glad that you missed all of that.
What? Why?
Because "Steal My Sunshine" by Len.
Yeah, okay, fair.
So let's begin the wrestles, shall we? We're going to start this show in what I still maintain is one of the coolest things going on in Wrestling Is Silly right now. That is the Wrestling Is Silly World Series, specifically the Black Block right now. As you can see on your screen, "Steal My Sunshine" came with a 90s bangers on Spotify playlist the other week. Oh, Spotify is disagreeing with you, Zach. According to Spotify, "Steal My Sunshine" is a 90s banger.
Well,
anyway.
I don't know what the fuck it's talking about.
It's not a good song, is it? Anyway, Black Block. As you can see, Peach and Bayonetta are currently joint first place. Elsa and Lara Croft sitting on 0 points apiece. And we are opening this evening's entertainment with Lara Croft versus Elsa, seeing which one of them can join both Bayonetta and Peach with those often sought after 3 points. Whoa, Matt Berry, welcome to the stream. Speaking of Matt, we are going to be hearing from Matt later on in the show, so please do stick around for that. So, Lara Croft and Elsa, who do you have an eye on for this one?
I'm going to be totally honest, I'm still upset that you mentioned "Steal My Sunshine" by Len. So that is going to be distracting.
Have I well and truly stolen your sunshine?
Yeah, you have. And I know that it was up to me.
Yeah.
Sunshine. So this is on me. Like, I understand.
I know, it's up to you. The thing is, we can't even play the song because we'll get muted.
I know.
So
you could sing it. You could do.
I already did that.
Yeah, but you could do the full thing.
I don't know the words. I know that one line.
That's why you get a karaoke up.
Oh,
and then you just
okay.
When you don't know the lyrics.
Okay, so what if we did a duet of "Steal My Sunshine" by Len?
I'm not doing. No, you have to do it by yourself.
Fine. Okay, who has "Steal My Sunshine" by Len as their own music? We'll brainstorm that. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
Somebody.
I have I have a devilish idea.
Oh, are you being delightfully devilish, Seymour?
maybe we should add that we'll do a karaoke duet of "Steal My Sunshine" by Len if we get the Kofi goal.
Yes. If we get the Kofi goal of £100 a month, we will do a karaoke duet of "Steal My Sunshine" by Len. Put it on the YouTube and put it in the Discord.
I mean, I hate that I've even suggested
You
this,
said it. You
but
said it.
I know.
So
I wish I'd never said it. Can I take that back?
No,
Oh no,
now
I said
you
it on
know.
the internet.
It's somebody clip it. Now you know. Exclamation mark Kofi. Get the fucking Kofi. Why are you always broken?
When does that ever work?
I tested it earlier and it worked earlier.
Yeah,
I don't
but it
know why
never
it's not
works
working.
on stream. It never works on stream, Eden. So you like really need to just fucking let it die.
I'll let it die. Let's go down to the ring for our opening contest so I
Yeah.
can mourn
Sorry,
the
I
loss
tangented again.
of my Kofi redeem. Wrestling is Silly. Your opening contest for this evening is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit and is a Wrestling is Silly World Series Black Block match. Making her way to the ring first, from Croft Manor in Surrey, England, weighing in at 134 pounds, Lara Croft. Like, I know somebody's got to be at the bottom of the table, and I don't want it to be Lara Croft. Because Is it not in Surrey? I was told by the wiki it was in Surrey. Is Croft Manor not in Surrey? Croft Manor is not on Croft Manor is not in Ashbourne. I'm sorry. Croft Manor, the real world place, maybe, but not Lara Croft's big house. And her opponent from the frozen outskirts of Arundel, weighing in at 120 pounds, Princess Elsa. Okay. All I'm saying is I looked at the wiki for Croft Manor, and it said it was in Surrey.
So when I googled it, it said Glossop. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not entirely sure they've given many like confirmed.
There are multiple Croft Manors, I'm now learning.
Oh yeah. I think Underworld. I think this is the new one.
The movie used Hatfield House in Hertfordshire.
Yeah, so I think in Tomb Raider.
Anyway, while you Google that, the bell has rang. Lara going for that tornado arm drag, not quite getting all of it, but just kind of landing on her ass.
Oh my god, shout out to Stella's Tomb Raider.
Stella's Tomb Raider?
Okay, right, no, so basically anybody that's ever played a Tomb Raider game ever, if they weren't using Stella's guides and Stella's walkthroughs...
Are they in fact Stella?
They are iconic. I don't think I've used another person's... it's like whenever I need a Dragon guide, I always use Cyric X.
Yeah.
No, Cyric Z. Or whatever the fuck it is. It's Cyric. And then a letter.
Yeah.
Don't use anybody else's. There's no point. There's just no point.
Oh! Elsa bringing a knee down on the face of Lara Croft there. Surrey, Kent, Hertfordshire, maybe even Ashbourne Road, wherever she's from, that's going to hurt. Maybe she is from Hertfordshire because she's in a world of hurt right now. Oh, Elsa going back to wrenching at the spine and the neck of Lara Croft. Any more information on where Lara Croft might be from? I wanted to say Derbyshire. I did want to say Derbyshire, but...
I feel like emotionally, like her home is... Oh my god, there's multiple timelines? What the fuck is this?
Yes, the reboots, like Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a new timeline.
Oh, good lord.
because both Tomb Raider 1
Okay.
and Shadow of the Tomb Raider are her
Oh,
first out.
Legend timeline is
Yes.
the one I played, I think. Yeah, Legend timeline.
Oh,
It
beautiful
is in
sling blade
Surrey,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, according to the Legend timeline, it is Surrey.
So that is Legend Anniversary and Underworld, which is funny because Anniversary is a remake of
Yeah.
the first one.
Oh, beautiful. Rock bottom manhandle slam. Call it what you want. She did it with beauty and beautiful tope con hero there. I know that Lara Croft was created in Derby, and again, so spiritual. I want to say she's from Derby. What as the world's only Angel of Darkness fan? Wait, was Angel of Darkness the movie? No, Cradle of Life was the movie, wasn't it?
Angel of Darkness was another game, I think.
Yeah. Oh, moonsault
I've never
avoided, but
played
no, Elsa following through. And now Lara Croft not in a good state right now. Elsa, she's going for the figure 4. Oh, really wrenching on that leg, and she's bridging back in to the deep freeze figure 8 leg lock. Lara Croft not in a good state right now at all. She's
Somebody mentioned Angel of Darkness in front of her. She's like, "There's a dark times. Don't bring this up in front of me."
Yeah, she was taken aback by Angel of Darkness, but she is managing to get out of that figure 8. PS2 game not great, but I dig it. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Like a lot of from what I know, a lot of people don't like Legend and Underworld, and they're like some of your favorites, if I'm correct. Oh,
Yeah, because I played them when I was a teenager. Totally fair.
That's true. Lara Croft with the Hurricane Rana on a kneeling opponent, driving Elsa's face directly into the ground, and another. That wasn't an S tier. That was the choke slam. There's a photo up with a Lara Croft lookalike when Man City was sponsored by Eidos in the late 90s. Like, I'm not like, yeah, Lara Croft was like basically a real life celebrity in the late 90s. It was wild.
She's fucking rad. That's why.
She is the best thing to come out of my hometown, and I'm including me in that.
Okay, Angel of Darkness it has since
And
been
Lara Croft
placed in top 10 worst sequels lists multiple times.
That bad? Wow.
It got between like a 4 and like a 5.56.
Super kick
On
avoided
reviews.
by Elsa.
Except whoever worked at Games Radar at the time. They gave it a 78%. But that's the most anybody gave it.
That might be Hannah.
Yeah, to be fair, it probably was.
Yeah, the world's only Angel of Darkness fan. You're the only fan. Is that because it's a bad game? Oh, beautiful combination strikes by Lara into the back breaker.
The gameplay was heavily criticized. Perry said that those aspects of the game pale in
There's the
comparison
triangle
to
choke.
90% of the PS2's adventure or action-adventure games.
That's I've never played Angel of Life, but that is Angel of Darkness. But that is an upsetting.
It is, isn't it? It's like, wow.
Oh. Elsa catching Lara Croft a cropper there. Weird standing leg lariat by Elsa. I gotta say, Lara's getting quite a beating in this match and in the chat, but she's fighting back. Bless her. She's doing the best she can.
Yeah, look, it's not her fault about Angel of Darkness.
No,
Okay?
she didn't make it. But Elsa currently sat in the corner, but she got the elbow up for the deflection. And now, snap suplex. Lara's feet colliding with that bottom turnbuckle. And Elsa now dragging Lara into the center of the ring. Is she going to try and go for the cover? No, Lara Croft getting to her feet.
I don't want to replay Legend now.
You've got him on Steam. You have the power to do
have
that.
them on Steam.
Elsa
I just need to get them working.
Yeah, the PC ports are a bit funky, aren't they?
Especially Underworld. Some of the
she's-
physics just outright don't work.
Elsa's going for the figure 8 once again. This is real bad news for Lara Croft, especially with all of the leg-based assault that Elsa has managed to inflict on Lara. But Lara, strength, tenacity, forcing her way out of the hold. Lara, with Elsa in the precarious power bomb position, elevated down, and hitting her with that elevated power bomb gets the cover. Only a 2 count. Very, very close though. A lazy cover, a cocky cover, I gotta say. Now Elsa throwing Lara into the turnbuckle. There's a series of elbows dropping Lara to the ground. Again, Elsa going for the moonsault, avoided, but once again Lara falls into the trap. And there's the cover. Wow.
Well done.
That backflip moonsault took it for Elsa. Here is your winner and getting 3 points, Princess Elsa. There's an impressive show of force by both women, but like I said, Lara Croft getting quite the ribbing in chat, so maybe a morale drop for her.
Yeah, maybe we put her off. I'm sorry.
Maybe
Laura.
we did. But
I'll play Legend again.
Yeah.
To make it. Yeah.
Good.
I used to love those games.
She deserves it
so much.
I mean, I don't remember playing much of the Tomb Raiders. I remember my uncle had 1, 2, and 3 on the PS1, and then I never really played anything beyond that. So the Tomb Raider games for me is just 1, 2, and 3. There's nothing after that. It's just the trilogy.
To be honest, you should play Anniversary.
Yeah, like it's just a remake of 1, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, without some of the jankier controls.
Yeah. Oh, but then there's a I want to say there's a remaster of them just come out, and it's like it's tried to remove some of the things that made the PS1 games a little bit jankier, like the fact that the keys are all gigantic so you can see them in the textures. It's taken that away and replaced them with actual keys, but now they get lost in the fucking textures.
Excellent.
It's beautiful stuff. Yeah, I mostly fucked around in the tutorial manor and locked the butler in the freezer, I've got to say. Did the obstacle course, locked the butler in the manor, got lost in the maze. That's most of my exposure to Tomb Raider.
Yeah. I don't actually know if the manor is a tutorial in those.
I mean,
a lot of them, they had a time trial for doing the course.
Yeah, and it's not like a tutorial in that you go through it. It's not like a tutorial in that it's the first thing you do in the game. It's that it teaches you how to play and there's no fail state in the manor. So it's a sort of an unguided tutorial.
There's the manor ended up, well, certainly in the Legend games anyway, ended up being, they were their own puzzle level.
Well, that's neat.
I used to enjoy doing those. I was bad at them, but I used to enjoy doing those.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we go on to our next match?
Yeah.
With I was gonna say less video game memories for me in this match, but somebody's gonna have good memories with the peeps in this match, because we're going to the tag division. We are going old school wrestling and silly tag matches. The old school teams, they think it's their time to shine again. They want to come back. They want to make their comeback. So, the winners of last week's tag match, the Deity Dogs, are taking on former tag team champions Sonic Generations. This is gonna be good. It's gonna be that good old school shit. Any preference to each team going in? Who do you want to take this?
I mean, don't really mind. If they don't care, that sounds too strong.
Yeah,
that's not.
It's win-win for you.
Yeah.
I feel that.
But then it's also lose-lose.
Yeah.
This is tragic. What do I do?
I think I lean.
How do I live under these conditions?
I think I lean slightly towards the Deity Dogs. I think they deserve their time in the sun. They deserve their moment in. To
be honest, looking at our good boy Doug, he seems to be getting enough time in the sun.
I mean, he is currently. He's currently not only very tanned, he's also New Japan Pro Wrestling Global Champion. So maybe he has got enough time in the sun. As an aside, I did want to talk about. So, real life Doug Ziggler, the former Dolph Ziggler, now going by his real name, Nick Nemeth. Do we incorporate that into Wrestling Silly in any way, or is he Doug forever?
I feel like he's Doug. Ziggler and Dolph Ziggler are different guys.
I'll let you in chat decide. Your next match is scheduled for one fall with no time limit and is a Tornado Tag Team match. Making their way to the ring first, Doug Ziggler and God Deity Dogs. I mean, Doug, like, Ziggler is an inherently funny surname. I'm not going to take that away. So like Doug Nemeth doesn't have the same ring to it.
The problem, I think the problem is what made. I'm about to explain a joke,
Yes.
so this is clearly very funny. I feel like what made the Doug Ziggler thing funny was because his actual name was more ridiculous.
It's even more ridiculous, yeah.
Yeah, right. Like, I often forget that we didn't call him Dolph.
Yeah, that does feel
Right,
like a thing that we would. That does feel like a name we would come up with.
Yeah. You gonna introduce the boys?
And their opponents from the Green Hill Zone at a combined weight of 32 bits of blast processing, Sonic Generations.
Yeah, so, like, the thing is, Nick is a normal name.
Nick is a normal name.
So, what is a more normal name than Nick? I put it to
Ryan.
you, there isn't one. Nick is the most normal name that's ever existed.
That's why people have nicknames.
Exactly.
I understand that. So
It's
he's
just like the platonic ideal of a normal name.
yeah. So he is Doug. He's Doug Ziggler forever now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Nick Nemeth. You are forever Ziggler.
Yeah, well, again, it's not him, it's someone different.
But like his finisher is called the Zigzag because he's Ziggler.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I hope Nick Nemeth's finisher is the Knick-Knack.
Oh, that would be pretty good.
Because
that.
it's the only way you can salvage the Zigzag, and it's a good move.
It is a good move. I don't know what it is, but I'm just assuming it's good.
Don't worry, he'll hit it at some point on who have been christened the Kid Like Us and Kid Like Us 2 of Wrestling is Silly Sonic Generations.
Yeah, fair enough.
The shit hogs themselves.
Shit hogs? You can't call them that.
Like us, Jim are shit wolves, so these guys are shit hogs.
You're going to upset some Sonic fans calling him that.
don't worry, Petter Brad, you're allowed to say shit in my chat. The shit hogs are out there. Oh, German suplex there by Doug, and God going for classic Sonic, up and down with a huge chokeslam. God with the cover, but only a 1 count, as on the other side of the ring, Doug Ziggler taking down Movie Sonic. If the Deity Dogs, another huge chokeslam. Is it a chokeslam? Is it an STO? I'll decide what it is at some point. But either way, God's hitting enough of them that I probably should learn the name. But I would say if the Deity Dogs can win this, I would put them in contention for maybe title picture. Finally, because like Sonic Generation is one of the best tag teams we've got. That goes without saying.
Yeah.
2-time Wrestling City Tag Team Champions. And I think for a long time, the Dogs have been sort of flirting with the title picture. They've been like gatekeepers to the title picture for a long time.
Yeah.
But I think it's finally time. Oh, but Movie Sonic expertly diving, backflipping out of that German suplex. And now both Sonics teaming up on the Almighty and throwing him out into a... Oh, this does not look good for God. Oh, draping DDT. But Doug coming back in and right into Classic Sonic's big Hurricane Rana. It's nice to see that Classic Sonic seems to have recovered from the time dilation flu that was inflicted upon him last week. He's moving at normal speed. He's not freezing in the center of the ring. It's going good for him.
Yeah, and this is a good week.
Yes. If you weren't here last week, he was frozen for about 10 minutes as the Union just sort of took apart Movie Sonic. And it says a lot to the tenacity of Generations that they actually won that match. A beautiful tope from Classic Sonic taking out the Almighty, but the Stinger Splash from Doug Ziggler. And knife edge chops and getting him in the headlock. Oh, Just a straight up punch to the head. Straight up punch to the head from Doug there. It ain't fancy, but it gets the job done, you know?
Yeah.
And huge leg sweep taking out Classic. The Dogs are in control right now. And, oh, huge open palm slap to the chest. And now, rear naked chokehold from Doug Ziggler. Is Sonic going to tap? Sonic, both Sonics have felt the brunt of this many times from Majima, so I'm not surprised that they've built up a sort of immunity to it. Doug's going to have to find another way to try and make Sonic tap, but... Big roundhouse kick there from classic Sonic. For those with a good memory of late 90s ads, God looks like Billy Connolly, who used to dress like the advertising the Goldfish credit cards. I think that is a little bit before my time. I don't remember Billy Connolly dressed up as God.
I do remember Billy Connolly though, so I'm gonna have a little Google.
I do know Billy Connolly.
I remember. I think he was a bit before my time as well, but like my family had the videos.
Oh yeah.
And so like I used to just watch it. Do you know?
Big super kick there from Sonic onto Doug. This precarious position. Oh, Doug kicking out at one. Sorry, I interrupted you.
I don't remember what I was going to say now.
You were watching Billy Connolly VHS tapes.
Yeah, so, like, I feel like...
Oh, Doug with the cover?
No, it's gone. It's gone. Whatever the point was gone.
I never watched... I don't think I've ever actually seen a Billy Connolly stand-up special. Which probably is a crime, because I've seen, like, clips, and he's very funny.
Oh my god, yeah, he really does.
Talks a lot of shit, but I'm sure he's very funny. It's like Bill Bailey's another one of those that I've not watched as much as I know I should. Oh, Movie Sonic snake eyes on the apron, but classic Sonic got the cover on Doug.
Yeah, apparently these ads were in '96, so a little bit before we would have been getting
I did not have
those.
I did not have the conscious memory of the media I was consuming at 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 3 big chunky clotheslines for classic Sonic there. Movie Sonic finally up, back on his feet, though right back down with a flying Doug Ziggler. And now God turning his attention to Movie Sonic into the... Oh, couldn't even make it to the opposite turnbuckle, just collapsing in a heap. Matt is back for the Deity Dogs. Doug Ziggler again with the rear naked choke locked in. Meanwhile, God just destroying the leg of Movie Sonic. Going right back for more. It's Tapia 3D. Thank you for the raid of 6 people. Welcome everybody to Wrestling is Silly. Classic Sonic there with the cover on Doug Ziggler. Oh God, just in time to get the breakup though. Azel, welcome to the show. Hello everybody, welcome to Wrestling is Silly. If you are new here, thank you for coming, and thank you for coming with Raid. I'm Eden. I'm joined by my co-host Zach. Say hello, Zach.
Hello.
And every week we have a plethora, an entire match card of stupid wrestling matches for you here at Wrestling is Silly. In the ring right now, God and Doug Ziggler, not to be confused with Dolph Ziggler, versus Sonic Generations. Sonic has just reversed God's finisher and now is mounting some momentum, while on the outside, Doug Ziggler and Movie Sonic the Hedgehog are going at it. Flipping neckbreaker there from Sonic. God having to pull himself up by the ropes. Oh, and God runs right into the super kick from classic Sonic. Cover. But Doug there to break up the pin. Movie Sonic needs to go and find some more rings because he's not looking in a good state right now. And I can only see one ring. Well, I can see 2 rings on the screen right now. One is the wrestling ring and one is that ring above God's head, and I don't think he can get that one. Classic Sonic up on that middle rope. Oh, interrupted though. Movie Sonic hitting the super kick. A little bit of miscommunication there between Sonic Generations. But now both,
honestly,
a little bit unusual for this team. Usually they're like right on it. But I think things have been a little bit different ever since they lost those tag titles. Because now it's like twice that they've lost the tag titles to the Fight Boy friends.
Yeah,
and that's gonna get in their head a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, stereo topes from Sonic Generations, flattening God as Doug has to run through the ring to get to the aid of his tag partner. Oh, German suplex from God, and Movie Sonic I think was bust open by a well-placed fist from Doug. And oh, rudimentary takedown, belly to belly takedown from God there onto classic Sonic, but oh, movie Sonic going for the cover, but not, I think, forgetting maybe that he's outside of the ring. Oh, God, just dumping classic Sonic on his head. Just, that wasn't a move, that was just dropping a man on his fucking head. Oh, moonsault hit by Movie Sonic, but then baited into the leg drop, and that's gonna reverberate all the way up his coccyx, up his spine. That ain't fun. That ain't fun at all. Oh God, double underhooks the butterfly. This is bad news for Movie Sonic. Oh, just flattening him. And now God's still not done with Movie Sonic. Another STO. Meanwhile, on the other side, Doug has Sonic up in a powerbomb position and onto the steel barricade. Oh, that's gonna fuck up a Hedgehog's shoulder blades. But Movie Sonic hitting the super kick out of nowhere. Could this be a comeback for Generations? Not quite, not quick enough for old Doug. But Movie Sonic is fighting back. Oh, super kick avoided by Movie Sonic. But there's the X Factor from Doug, and God with a double sledge off the apron.
I can't believe more wrestlers don't just get out of the way.
Yeah,
Seems so obvious now. I've seen it.
It does seem real obvious.
Maybe just don't get hit though.
Yeah,
and then you'll win.
Maybe get hit less. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Doug in a real precarious. Hold there. And now this is just absolute carnage at this point. There is no way to commentate over what's going on now. The fight's been on the outside most of the match. Oh, big drop kick to the side of the head of God. Neither team really coming out on top at this point. It's not looking great. Would God be laying the smite down? I mean, yeah, I would describe this as laying the smite down indeed.
Write that down.
Yeah. Make a note. Claim it's original.
Yeah.
And now once again the fight is right in the corner. God with the sort of inverted double underhooks there. This is letting all the blood rush to the head of Sonic before just dumping him right on his spine, right on those very, very thin mats. There's like maybe an inch of padding between that and concrete. Movie Sonic and Doug trying to lock up, but God is in the way. Oh, that was.
I mean, he's quite big, to be fair.
Yeah, he is quite a chunky boy. Maybe considered one of our meteor wrestlers. Not to be confused with one of our meteor wrestlers.
I think he probably is.
He is. He could fit nicely in an all-you-can-eat meat buffet on Wrestling Is Silly. One day we'll do a proper meat madness.
Yeah.
Oh, Movie Sonic returned to the ring by Doug. Maybe Doug thinks he's about time to end it, but no, baited into yet another super kick from Movie Sonic. Movie Sonic, absolute MVP for Sonic Generations thus far.
Yeah.
He has gotten so many near falls, so many. Oh, but it has walked into us right into super kick from Doug this time. Classic Sonic, unfortunately, was there to break it up. Super kick from Classic Sonic, sending God spinning into another dimension. And now this does not look good for God. Doug's having to roll out. Classic Sonic up on the top rope. He wants God on his feet. It's a veritable super kick party, but the party might be over. Swanton avoided by God. Beautiful avoidance there. Omniscience at play into the brutal torture rack driver. And now Movie Sonic's up and down with the smiting jackhammer. God with the cover.
Wow.
Movie Sonic still kicking out. The Sweet Chin Symphony at play here. Could this be it? One last super kick from Doug goddamn Ziggler. Oh, sorry, in excitement I accidentally unplugged my microphone. I'm back on both feeds. Here are your winners, Doug Ziggler and God Deity Dogs. What an absolute tear of a match that was. That was an incredible match. Both teams putting on their absolute best, but Deity Dogs coming out on top after super kicks left, right, center, and in every other direction as well. It took one more well-placed foot from Doug Ziggler. Not a single zigzag in that match, I gotta say.
It's because you said there would be one.
It's because
which therefore means that no, it's not going to play ball.
You're so correct, and Petty, you're also correct. God does need some of Christopher Daniels' finishes. Angel's Wings would work so well on God. I don't know why he hasn't invested in it already. Maybe I'll have to have a word backstage. But that was a hell of a match. Again, I think I said it before. If they win, they might be title picture bound. I think they deserve it, especially after a match like that. And I don't think the Fight Boy friends have crossed paths with the Dogs before, so it would be a whole new thing for them to deal with. I can think of maybe two other teams that I can put in that I can confidently say a title picture the way that the Dogs are, and it is the Unthinkables. Just because they're bringing something that nobody else is bringing. And I think there's always room for the Springfield Sports Centre to come back. So,
and to be honest, even if there wasn't space, they would carve it out for themselves.
They would make space. They would force their way in.
Yeah.
Also, I just realized my shout out for Takia 3D did not work. Let's see if it works this time. It probably won't, but let's try it again. No, my shoutouts are just broken. I hate this.
Well,
so
I mean, it did come up in the top. Well, it did for me anyway.
Okay, yeah. Thing. It gave a Twitch shout out. That's good. I'd forgotten about that. I'd forgotten Twitch shout outs were a thing, and my StreamerBot chat doesn't show the Twitch chat. It doesn't show the Twitch shout outs. Takia, if you're still here, thank you for the raid. If you had to raid and run, that's fine. I do that all the time. Don't worry about it. And yeah, if you've come from the stream, if you've come from Takia's stream, welcome. If you've stuck around, thank you for sticking around. If you've not, then you can't hear me say that only the most beautiful and nice smelling raiders stick around. So that's your problem. Am I wrong? Is it only the beautiful and nice smelling people that stick around?
Wait, what's the answer that says yes, only the nice smelling ones stick around?
No, you're not wrong is the answer.
No, you're not wrong.
Thank you. It is only the beautiful and nice smelling raiders that stick around. And Hannah, thank you for taking us to the treehouse. Our next match for this evening, we're going back to the women's division, but not to the World Series. No. This has been a bit of a bubbling up feud in the background. Fans of Len stay around. I don't know what apostrophe Len is. What are you giggling at?
Fucking fans of Len. Stay
Fans of
around.
Len.
I don't know. It just
I don't know who Len is, but if you're a fan of his, stick around. Len Goodman, maybe? The guy from Strictly Come Dancing?
Fucking steal my sunshine, people, you idiot.
Oh, I'd erased that from my mind because nobody had said the word.
Jesus
Because nobody had said the word
Christ.
sunshine. The song evaporated from my head. Only fans of Certified Squelcher, Steal My Sunshine by Len.
Look, it just tickled me, okay?
I'm dumb, and you got to deal with that if you're going to stick around.
For the rest of my life.
Yeah, you've dealt with it for far too long.
10 years next year.
Yeah. Take a drink. You've been told to take a drink.
Oh.
So our next match on the card has nothing to do with "Steal My Sunshine" by Len, the song of this stream. It's been I
don't want that to. No, I don't want that to be our theme song now.
It is. It's the song of this stream. The song of this stream is "Steal My Sunshine" by Len.
The song of the summer.
Sound of the summer, "Steal My Sunshine" by Len.
Sorry, I'm keeping the tangent energy up this week. I'm seeing if
tangent
it
energy.
helps me. Yeah, because the problem is I get a bit more
A bit
lethargic
sleepy.
in the second half. I do.
You're
I get a
little
bit easily
sleepy.
sleepy, and the problem is I'm gonna peel back the curtain a bit. I'm in bed. I'm quite comfy. The dog's sleeping next to me, and hearing him snoring is making me quite sleepy. So, you know, it's just. I'm trying to. If I keep the tangent energy up, I might be slightly more exciting all stream.
You know how when AEW launched Collision, they got the licensed theme tune, and it was Saturday Night's Ride Fine. What if
Yeah.
for Wrestling
If
Silly
we
Punchline we get "Steal My
Steal My
Sunshine" by
Sunshine
Len?
by Len. I mean, worst case scenario, they say no, and we just do our karaoke version.
Yeah, we just I'll get in touch with fucking Amber Devereaux again and go, can you make me a legally distinct version of "Steal My Sunshine" by Len?
Yeah.
Amber Devereaux, the Mikey Ruckus of Wrestling is Silly.
Yeah.
So the
Just
next.
make it happen.
Yeah.
Need to make it happen.
Gotta make it
Booker, do
happen.
not pull my microphone out. Fuck's sake.
It's the next match. Marnie versus Ursula. Marnie and Ursula, they've been getting in each other's heads a bit. Over Misty, let's be honest. Maybe there's a bit of a love triangle going on. And now they're finally going head to
Every
head.
triangle is a love triangle if you love triangles.
That's true that. And I'm a big fan of triangles, I gotta say.
Credit to James Acaster for a joke that still makes me laugh so hard.
Give me a fun fact about engines. Oh shit, I haven't thought about fun facts about engines in a long time.
I mean, if you want fun facts about engines, go and watch that Tom Scott video on Thomas the Tank Engine. That's got some
Yeah,
really fucked up fun facts, to be honest.
Yeah, my fun fact about engines is Thomas the Tank Engine is a really, really fucked up show. They they basically scare the engines into being subservient to the humans by saying, if you're not a really useful engine, we'll turn you into a generator. It's a real fucking fucked up show.
You know, like I didn't watch Thomas the Tank Engine as a very young child, because I was too busy making my Barbies have sex by rubbing them together. But then obviously my brother came a bit later, and he got to watch Thomas the Tank Engine. And some of those episodes, even though I was like, 10, they still made me feel a bit weird. Like
Yeah,
the
they're a
one
little
where
bit
there's
weird.
just a resolution to one of them where they literally just get like blocked up in a
Yeah,
tunnel.
just break him up in a tunnel because he can't move anymore.
Yeah. And it's just, I don't know, it's pretty, that's like some creepypasta shit, isn't it?
That is some creepy.
You don't think that's a real episode? That's like, oh, I found some VHSs
That's like Squidward
that had...
Suicide.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, they can't just do that. They're sentient fucking creatures. Like, what are you doing?
It's real fucked
Anyway,
up.
sorry.
It's an hour in and we're just starting match 3. Let's go down to the ring.
Oh, shit.
It's going to be interesting to see who, if anyone, Misty comes out with. This next match is scheduled for one fall with no time limit. Making your way to the ring first, from Spikemuth in Gala, weighing in at 133 pounds, Marnie. Oh no, Pokemon Community Game's going to stop working.
Unless you set it as a moderator.
Well, here's the thing. Do you guys want to keep Pokemon Community Game? Because I've been kind of thinking about getting rid of it. Not a lot of people play along with it.
I'm going to be totally honest. Making an unknown account a moderator on the channel, don't feel right.
I don't like that. Yeah, no Misty coming out with Marnie. This is interesting. Either she's chosen a side or she's staying out of this.
She might not come out with either. I don't know. This feels a bit. I don't know who I mean, in her position, I don't know if I would. I don't know. Oh, okay. She has picked.
And her opponent from 20,000 leagues below the sea, being accompanied by Misty, weighing in at 351 pounds, Ursula. To get Pokeballs, you need to buy them. I think it's Pokeshop to open the shop. Yeah, Pokeshop, Pokeballs, and then you buy that many. Or if you're watching on desktop, if you scroll below the stream to the little Pokemon Community Game widget, you can buy things in there as well. Maybe we'll give Misty the benefit of the doubt. Maybe we'll say she's not picking a side. She's just coming out with Ursula because Ursula came out last. Because I still maintain that Misty hasn't turned against Marnie.
Yeah,
Where Ursula's intentions are, on the other hand, I'm not sure. Because I think there's room for this. All three women in this match, and maybe even Cruella de Vil, to be friends, to benefit each other, to not punch each other in the side of the head.
I mean, you know, maybe this is a case of don't pit bad bitches against each other.
Maybe, because both these women are bad bitches. We discovered this during the very, very quick Smiley Case ladder match.
Yeah.
And the hardcore three-way last week, like Marnie and Ursula, they are bad bitches. They're not afraid to get in each other's faces.
Excuse me, what was that fucking move?
Marnie hooks her.
She just spun around on her head.
Yeah, she's a bad bitch. She's been training with the Hitmontops in Spikemuth.
I can't fucking believe it. That's not a real move.
You hook your shoulders around you hook your feet on the shoulders, you spin and you take them down.
No.
The flying kick avoided by Ursula.
How would you even get how? No.
Oh, splash avoided. Crossbody avoided by Marnie. Both these women blocking, rebuffing each other's offense left and right. But Ursula now on the bottom of the ladder. Yeah, Neil, you need to write like exclamation mark Pokeshop, Pokeballs 5, and then you'll buy 5 Pokeballs.
Yee.
Marnie returning Ursula into the ring. I think... Oh, big elbow drop right to the spine. I think if Marnie can win this, I think there's hope for, you know, maybe Ursula... Because it was seeing Misty fight that made Ursula wanna be with Misty, so maybe this is, you know, Marnie proving herself as well.
Yeah.
Because Marnie and Misty, good friends, real good friends. But why can't you buy that item? God, Pokemon.
Maybe it's just Pokeball.
Yeah, maybe it's Pokeball. Oh, big spinning back kick there. And I
They
know,
don't make it easy, do they?
it really
Fucking
doesn't.
hell.
And I know Ursula sees something in Misty, be it wrestling, be it romance, be it both. And I don't think she, and I'm not saying she'll see that in Ursula. She'll see that in Marnie just because Marnie's beating her up. But at the very least, she'll get respect, perhaps.
Yeah.
Oh, cyclone kick, perfectly placed. Marnie with the cover. Wow.
Well, damn.
Well, damn indeed. Here is your winner, Marnie. I mean, that was pretty Marnie making pretty quick work of Ursula there. She, Westergon, you are correct. She did make that shit look easy. Like, Ursula is not a woman that is easy to take down. So, I think Marnie may have just gotten the respect she wanted. Incredible match. And I've just seen what's coming next on the card. One incredible match to another. Let's talk fight boyfriends. Let's talk fight boyfriends.
I'll always talk fight boyfriends. What do you want to talk about?
Fight boyfriends currently at the top of their game. We've got Kiryu, Wrestling City World
Best to ever do
Champion. Kiryu, by God, Kazuma, best to ever do it. The Wrestling City World Men's World Champion. We've got the Fight Boyfriends, Kiryu and Majima, are the Wrestling City World Tag Team Champions. However, they took a surprise loss to Vicious and Delicious the week after Love Wins.
Look, they like to keep us on our toes. It was all calculated.
Kiryu still a little bit banged up. He's still making a little bit of a recovery. This week, however, Majima has decided to go one-on-one with Maki Chase, and he has told me he's got a little bit of an announcement that he wants me to make after the match.
Okay.
He said, "Make sure you say this after I win." So he's pretty confident.
Bit confident, yeah.
But then again, he is Wrestling City Tag Team Champion.
Yeah.
And Maki Chase is famous for losing the big one. So
He's famous for just absolutely fumbling the bag.
yeah, he is a certified bag fumbler, I gotta say.
Yeah. I mean, look, we love him, but he really does. Just every bag he's ever had, he's fumbled.
Yeah, he does fumble that bag quite a lot. So it's not worth me asking who you want to win this match, because I'm looking at what you're wearing, and I'm going, it's not a Maki Chase costume, is it? It's not a Maki Chase costume, is it, that you're wearing?
I don't know what you're talking about. me and Majima, we just have similar wardrobes.
You've just got the same stylist, yeah.
Yeah, so we both simultaneously and coincidentally just happened to come across the same style.
I see.
Yeah. And because, we don't want to pit bad bitches against each other, we were just like, yeah, we'll just vibe with it. It's fine.
That's fair. Oh, all right. So who do you think is going to win?
Who do I think is going to win? I'm not biased, but I think that Maki Chase is going to lose.
Okay. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Shall we get into the ring?
Yeah.
This next match is scheduled for one fall with no time limit. Making his way to the ring first, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 230 pounds, he is one half of the Wrestling is Silly World Tag Team Champions, the Mad Dog of Shimano, Majima Goro. Why is he still holding the case? Why are you still holding the case? You cashed that case in.
Yeah, well, maybe he just wants to be a little shit about it. Maybe he's robbed it.
He is a little bit of a shitlord, isn't he?
Yeah, he does enjoy. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, yeah, it is exactly like having the same last name despite not being related.
Ah, I see.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, maybe he's made his own. Maybe he's stolen it and just wants to rile people up.
I wouldn't put it past him making his own.
I don't think I've ever known a man that enjoys shit stirring like he does.
He's a bit of he's
real,
just a bit of a shitlord, isn't he? And I enjoy that for him.
Majima pot stirrer Goro. That's his full name.
Majima Mad Dog of Shimano, pot stirrer extraordinaire.
Yeah. So to be honest, he's probably just robbed it, and then he's gonna put it back. When...
I mean, it's currently not being held by anyone, so nobody's gonna notice it's gone.
Oh, so maybe he just wanted something to hold. Then he missed it.
The belt, not
He
something
was
to
like,
hold.
oh, he was like, oh, I can't hold hands with my boyfriend. I'll just go and get the case.
And his opponent from Madison, Wisconsin, weighing in at 185 pounds, Mackie Chase.
That is some dense mac and cheese, that isn't it?
185 pounds of noodle and sauce and cake.
I feel like I've got like a really dark secret that I'm about to admit
What?
live on air, but you know, like looking at mac and cheese always makes me a bit hungry.
Don't eat the mac and cheese, man. I love how everyone is on side for Mackie. Everyone in the stands, everyone in chat except Hazel, who feels uncomfortable around the mac and cheese, man. Is that because he makes you hungry as well? I understand it. I get it.
Yeah, look, my brain doesn't quite know how to deal with a person made of the most delicious substance in the world.
He is made entirely of the most delicious substance known to mankind. That's true. But can he succumb? Will he succumb to the Mad Dog? You have related questions about delicious Mackie cheese. Okay. I'll shoot all of your Mackie Chase questions off right now. We'll have a quick fire AMA Mackie Chase. As Majima tries to dislocate the knee. There's a lot of dents past holding that in place. I don't think that's going to pop out that easily. But these two have crossed paths multiple times in the past month since Love Wins. And flying kick there from Mackie Chase, taking down the Mad Dog, and now right into the corner, and a rolling senton colliding with the back. What Kofi tier do I need to subscribe to Chase? Maybe I should get a £50 a month Kofi tier. You get to taste Mackie Chase. Will that net me more subscribers? Perhaps. Oh, Mackie Chase with the Bulldog. Also, Boo, thank you for that 3-stream streak. I didn't know that was a thing. Streaks.
Yeah, every single time I open up mod view, it's like, oh, share this totally bullshit milestone.
Everyone share milestones. Everyone share stream streak milestones. It made me feel good.
Yeah.
Oh, Mad Dog, big drop kick there.
I think once you click off it, it doesn't come back up there.
Yeah, I think you might have to refresh the page. But
oh, hang on, no, hang on. Let's see if I can.
Essence of choking locked in. Is Mac and Cheese Man going to tap out this early on in the match? Only time will tell. He's faced this before. He's managed to get out of it during the tag action, but nobody to save him this time. Neil, thank you for the 9 months of subscription. That is enough to create an entire human being. Thank you for supporting the channel for all this time. Majima, oh, nice backflip kick from Mackie, and going for Casadora, avoided by Majima, and the dragon suplex. Yeah, it takes.
Do you know what? Right, that's one thing that I really enjoy about human beings. Right, we all just collectively go 9 months. That's for babies.
9 months. That's the baby time. That's baby time. Yeah, assemble a human being in a lab from secondhand parts. It takes 9 months to dig up all the graves.
Yeah.
9 months is globally the funny baby time number.
Yeah.
Oh, code breaker there from Mackie. Majima in a poor state right now.
No,
Left.
Majima's never been in a poor state. He's just playing possum.
I see. Majima being hit with left and rights from Mackie Chase. Mackie Chase returning him to the ring on the 7 count. Now they're back up to their feet. Majima on a bit of spaghetti legs there, but the big bulldog knocking the lights out of Majima. And now I think the microwave has gone off. The flavor packet is on. Oh no, Majima avoiding it into the hip toss, getting the cover.
I mean, I feel like he could have smacked Mackie Chase up a bit before he did the pin. That was a bit. You see, like that.
And now going straight in for the essence of choking once again. Mackie struggling. Mackie taps out. Whoo.
I mean, I was going to say maybe he could smack him more than once and not to take what I said so literally, but...
Here is your winner, Majima. Go. I mean, as you said, smack him before you get the cover, and it was a submission, not a cover, but it got him the win either way.
I mean, I can't argue. He did take my advice.
He did take your advice. Bag successfully fumbled.
Look, you can trust Mackie Chase to do one thing, and that's drop the ball.
That is drop the ball. That is fumble the bag. There is one more thing we need to do before we hit the break, and that is Majima's big announcement. Because Majima and Kiryu were talking, and they said, yes, they did lose their first match as tag champs to Vicious and Delicious. Yes, it was the Big Mac that got that cover on the world champion. So, they think that the Big Mac deserves a title shot. But, does he deserve a world title shot against the world champ? Or do they deserve a tag title shot against the tag champs? And they couldn't decide. They went back and forth on this many times. And now Big Mac has lost to Kiryu, and Mackie Chase has lost to Majima. They're a little less. They're more confident about making this decision be put in the hands of Vicious and Delicious. So next week, Vicious and Delicious will go head to head. Big Mac versus Mackie Chase. If Mackie Chase wins, then they will get a tag title shot the next week. If the Big Mac wins, he and he alone will get a world title shot the next week, with Majima and Mackie Chase banned from ringside.
Exciting! I can't wait for the Big Mac to have his solo match against Kiryu. Can't wait.
Maybe he won't fumble the bag just this once. Maybe he won't.
Do you even hear yourself?
I do, and I don't like what I said. So while we all have a little bit of time to ruminate on that, we're going to go for a very, very quick break. We're going to be back in 3 minutes time. In that time, empty your bladders, refill your glasses, go for a jog around the block. Like I said, we're going to be back in 3 minutes time. And in the meantime, who is that Pokemon?
Who's that Pokemon?
everybody to Wrestling is Silly. And Brad's made a really good point in the chat. We've been running a wrestling show in Britain for nearly 2 years now, and not once have we ever held a raffle. We're letting the side down.
We've never held a raffle.
We've never held a raffle, and that is absolutely letting the side down. Every single wrestling show I've ever been to in the UK, with the exception of All In, has had a raffle. We need to start a raffle.
Oh, what are we raffling?
I don't know what we're raffling, but we need to start a raffle.
Sorry, the dog has moved into me bit since
you moved. Out
since
of your bit.
I had the audacity to move slightly, and the dog is like fucking
Oh, we missed
I'll
the All In
just
raffle, of course. That makes sense.
liquidate into the.
They had to have a raffle. We just missed it because you're not allowed to. You're not allowed to hold a wrestling show in the UK without a raffle.
I see.
We have no raffle currently.
To be honest, the UK does love a raffle.
The UK
I don't know.
And that's the thing. UK wrestling shows especially love a raffle. They'll do a blood and guts, no disqualification, blood everywhere, light tubes smashed, and then as they're sweeping it up, they'll go, "It's just time. Okay. Before the headline, we just got to pull the raffle." Winner gets a hamper and a big dairy milk. And
Do other
and tickets to
countries
the next
do
show.
raffles?
I don't think other
Like,
countries
in
do
a-
raffles
in
the way we do raffles.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean, right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, we'll do a raffle for anything.
Yeah, and the prize is always a hamper of sweets, and if it's a wrestling show, it's a hamper of sweets and tickets to the next wrestling show.
I was gonna say it's definitely not always a hamper of sweets.
It's a hamper of something.
It's like it's usually the ones I've seen are usually some kind of like M&S hamper.
Yeah, it's a hamper of treats, if not sweets.
Yeah, you know, so like it's got to be something that you know people would be willing to drop some actual money on.
Yeah. maybe we can.
An assortment of jams or something.
Yeah. A cheese board hamper. Who doesn't
Yeah.
want a cheese board? And tickets to the next show.
Cheese and chutney and maybe a cheap bottle of wine.
Prosecco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear Prosecco became more of a thing more recently though. When I was younger, I don't feel like the hampers
Prosecco hadn't had its heyday yet.
Yeah, I feel
Never known a jamless
like it
hamper.
was usually a
It's a hell of a line, that. Never known a jamless hamper.
Yeah, well, I mean, where's the lie? You know?
True. Yeah, shirt from the merch store, hamper of treats, tickets to the next show. That's your wrestling. That's your wrestling raffle. But every raffle has a jam in it. Every raffle has a jam. Every hamper has a raffle. Every raffle has a hamper. Every hamper has a jam. Therefore, every raffle has a jam.
Yeah. That's...
Bottle of White Lightning. Oh,
Fucking
nasty.
hell, what kind of nasty ass
This is-
fucking
this is why-
raffles were you entering?
This is why I don't invite you on anymore.
Good lord.
Shall we get the taste
That
of White
is
Lightning
some-
out of our mouth with some
That is
wrestling?
some fucking council estate ass behaviour.
I once knew a man that tried to make homebrew mead in an empty bottle of White Lightning, and it went exactly as well as you expect it to. It tasted like death.
Oh my god, that sounds incredible though.
And I'm surprised he didn't go blind.
Yeah, I'd drink that. I'd take the risk.
I took the risk. I drank it. It wasn't
Yeah, to be
good.
fair, how old were you?
19.
Too young to be drinking.
19.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Fine, I'll give you that.
Maybe 18. I was in uni.
Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. So you see, student behaviour is a bit
Yeah.
different.
It is
imagining.
very student behavior.
I was imagining some kind of factory worker that's like he starts off with the mead in the bottle of White Lightning, and then he upgrades to moonshine in his bathtub.
Oh, nasty stuff. He's gonna go. That is going blind. That is absolutely going blind. But yeah, it was peak student behavior.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna be honest. That takes the cool. I'm sorry. The fact he was a student has really ruined that story for me.
Don't worry, you know who it is, and he wasn't cool in the slightest.
Oh my god! Yeah, okay. If it's someone I know, then
You
I
know
know
exactly who it is, and it's not
Okay,
cool in the
fine.
slightest. Should we get the taste of White Lightning out of our mouth with some wrestling?
Yeah.
Let's go back to the Wrestling Silly World Series Gold Block Edition. because we are now looking at the top of the gold block. We've gone to the bottom. Let's go to the top. We are talking Toph Beifong versus Daisy for the #1 spot in the Wrestling is Silly World Series. Who do you have your eye on in this match?
Toph.
Toph? I
Yeah.
mean, former champ, like this is a hard block for Daisy specifically because it's former champs and her. She's got a lot to prove. But I think she got that.
To be
I
honest,
think she got that dog in her. I think she got this. She could do it.
It was a bit brutal to put her in this block, to be totally honest.
She was the last smiley case holder when I built the blocks. So that felt fair. But yeah, I think she's got that dog in it. I think she's got fight in it. I think she can do it. I recall a lad from my French class coming into the lesson 30 minutes after dinner time and had drunk half a bottle of White Lightning. He tried to apologize to the teacher by shaking their hand and ended up having the teacher shutting a long corridor because of the effects of it hitting him soon after. Good lord. And half a bottle of White Lightning, that's like 1.5 liters of White Lightning. That's too much. Too much. Just imagine somebody walks into French class halfway through and goes, "Sorry, I've drank so much White Lightning," and shaking your teacher's hand.
Oh, that sounds dreadful. I don't like White Lightning at the best of times, so
it's a step down from Frosty Jackson. I didn't think that was possible. Let's get down to the ring. This next match is scheduled for a 1 fall with a 15-minute time limit and is a gold block Wrestling is Silly World Series match. Making her way to the ring first, from the foggy swamp in the Earth Kingdom, weighing in at 100 pounds, Toph Beifong.
you are not going to believe this.
What?
They stopped producing White Lightning.
Good. For the betterment of the youth of England.
Do you want to hear the Wikipedia for the production discontinuation?
Go on.
Okay, so at the end of 2009, Heineken decided to discontinue its manufacture due to its brand image problem in the United Kingdom, as having become synonymous with underage drinking, antisocial behaviour, homelessness, and impoverished alcoholism.
You know, fair. But they still make special brew, so you can survive with a reputation that bad.
Such cheap, non-distilled drinks, both high-strength beer and cider, became known as tramp juice in the UK media. When sold on special off-licenses, 3-litre plastic bottles of 8.4% White Lightning could be purchased for less than £2.
I've never heard it called tramp juice. That's falsehood.
No, well, it says in the UK media, and they are fucking, like, unfiltered pieces of shit.
True.
So...
And her opponent from Sarasaland, weighing in at 140 pounds, Princess Daisy.
It wasn't started by Heineken, by the way. It was bought by them later.
Why? Who would look at White Lightning and go, that is a good business acquisition?
You say that, but fucking Bulmer bought them in 95.
Bulmer's owned White Lightning? That is nasty. I could see Daily Mail trying to make tramp juice a thing.
Yeah, like, absolutely. It's definitely some,
or like News of the World.
Yeah.
15 minutes on the clock. Gus rings the bell. Tramp juice is the poor man's celebrity juice. Or the Sport or the Star or something. Yeah, something like that. Fisherman Buster from Toph right out the gate. Daisy going off, springboarding off that rope into the forearm smash. Yeah, it's the Daily Sport, Daily Star, Daily Mail. One of the daily rags.
Yeah.
Daisy going a little bit as the price there and smacking Toph upside the head with the well-educated feet. There's the brutal knee strike into the cover. Early cover from Daisy. That was a little bit long a pin for my liking. Toph taken by surprise. And rolling through into Daisy. Oh, brutality with that unprotected knee. You'd think somebody with all these knee strikes would wear knee pads, but no. Daisy's just absolutely fucking brutal. This is just interactive podcasting. It's intercut with wrestling. This episode especially is intercut with wrestling commentary. It's mostly just a podcast.
Yeah, look, I'm trying something new, okay?
I like it. Let's go with it.
And by trying something new, I'm just not filtering myself.
Saito suplex on the outside from Daisy. Tough in bad spot right now. And, being flattened by Daisy on the outside. Yeah, the Daily Sport is just sports and boobs, so there's no room for tramp juice in this sport. Yeah, Daisy is absolutely ruining Tough Bei Fong right now. Where was this spirit when she was cashing in her smiley case? I gotta say.
Look, maybe she just had an off day.
Maybe.
Maybe the hot chocolate wasn't the right temperature, and there was little dregs in the bottom, and that ruined her day.
That would ruin anyone's day. Kicking out
Exactly.
at one there, Daisy firing up, and that's the point of the Wrestling is Silly World Series. It's not just about having a bad day. You got to be consistent in the World Series.
Yeah.
And Daisy's being consistent. Tough though. She's got him one fall and it's kind of gone to her head. Daisy slowly getting to her feet. And straight back down by the former women's world champion.
I don't know. I feel like if I was Tough, I'd be being a bit showboaty right now as well.
Yeah, I mean, Tough's always been a little bit showboaty. Not in a bad way, just in a fun way.
Yeah, she's a bit full of herself.
But she earned it. She fucking
Yeah, I
earned it.
mean, yeah. Again, if I was Tough, I would also be full of
Yeah.
myself.
Now Tough hits the jawbreaker, gets the momentum, and wide legs, really showing off her strength, doing squats while holding Daisy up. It's a long way back down to earth. She weighs 100 pounds and she's able to hold up a full-grown woman and do squats. What the
That's
shit?
so little.
And electric chair facebuster. Daisy's head ping-ponging off every fucking turnbuckle on the way down. Is Daisy conscious?
She's gonna need to make sure that she's got all of her teeth.
Somebody check the turnbuckle, see if there's any teeth embedded in them.
Oof.
But it's still only a 2 count, and she's still kicking out even after an onslaught like that. But Tough with the boulder pile driver. And gets the cover. Wow, Tough very much making up for lost time. A dominant 30 seconds, and that's all it took.
Yeah. Okay, talking
Here
about
is your
teeth.
winner,
Oh.
Tough Bei Fong. Sorry.
Talking about like teeth, right?
Yeah.
You know how like in like horror stuff and like art and shit, it's always, what if X had too many teeth, right? I feel like we're missing out on a lot of potential here because I just feel like I would be freaked out if people had too many of basically any body part, right? Like, what if somebody suddenly started growing too many knees?
Yeah, what if somebody had too many knees? What if somebody had too many legs?
That would freak me out.
We've all learned from AI generated images, people have too many fingers, that's freaky.
Yeah, but like not in like a way that somebody actually could. Like, if,
No.
do you know what I mean? Like, not like a legit one, but like if they like just suddenly had like 12 fingers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. But like, I don't know. I just feel like we're really underestimating what horror could be. Give me Knee Man, who has knees.
You want body horror with just
Knees, yeah.
too many knees. Well, like
Yeah.
what is Slender Man if not what if a man had too much height? What if a
Well,
man had?
to be honest, I think anybody over 6 foot has got too much height.
I mean,
so-
I'm over 6 foot.
Yeah, and you've got too much height.
No, I've got just the right amount of height. If anything, I could do it a little bit more. I'm a bit small.
6'1", are you joking?
I could be like
5'5".
I could be like 6'6" though.
I don't want you to be 6'6".
Sometimes I put on my big heels.
What if you needed what if you needed putting in your place and I couldn't reach you to give you a good slap?
Sometimes I walk
That would be weird.
my flat in my big heels, and I'm just 6'6" for a while, and that's real powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I'd fucking kneecap you then.
Yeah, you would.
Put you in your place.
Too many knuckles. How do you feel about too many knuckles? Just a real long.
That, you see,
real
that would be
long
really freaky.
finger with a lot of joints, basically becoming one of those little stim toys.
I feel like I'm more frightened of too many joints than I
Yeah.
am too many teeth.
Well, like we've seen, like when people bend in weird ways in horror films, that's scary, and that's
That's
kind of having
freaky.
too many joints.
Right, and I was like watching the Scary Game Squad. Shout out to Jesse Cox.
He needs. He's a small channel. He needs our love.
Small channel needs a shout out.
Yeah.
I was watching Scary Game Squad. I was watching them play Little Hope. And spoilers for Little Hope. I mean, it's been out like 5 years. Go and play it if you wanna. But like that had like a little fucking guy with like he could like move. I can't believe you just shouted out Jesse Cox, you fucking idiot.
Small channel needs our love.
Anyway, could you imagine if that wasn't him though? Like somebody was sat on it. Anyway, yeah, and that had like a little guy that was like running around and he like moved in weird ways and looked like he had too many joints. That was freaky.
That
was
freaky.
way more freaky than like guy that has too many teeth. I will give credit, teeth where you're not expecting teeth is like that's a bit weird.
Yeah, teeth.
I'll give you
like,
that.
like in the movie Teeth. The teeth were not supposed to go there.
That is, quite frankly, the least interesting place that you could put erroneous teeth. Like that. I'm sorry, like that's a basic ass movie. The only reason that movie exists is because stupid men think that's scary. Because guess what? Like I don't need to ever worry about that. So, but like, could you imagine you like meet someone and they've got like teeth all up their cheek? And
Oh,
shit?
that would-
I don't
that
know.
would be fucked up.
That'd be a bit freaky. That'd be freakier than having some in your gooch. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe that's just me.
There's a character in Hyrule Warriors, and his
They've got
face.
teeth in their gooch.
No,
In their gooch?
his face is like one eye that also is a mouth. So sometimes when it opens, it's an
That's
eye, and
pretty
other
freak-
times when it opens, it's a mouth.
Yeah.
And that's
That is
fucked. That's
pretty
fucked
cool.
up. That's real creepy.
that's
That's fucked
cool.
up. Like
That's
yeah,
cool.
it's fucked
No,
up.
I
Like
like
it's
that.
cool.
No, I like that. That's a good use of extra teeth.
Yeah. The real Micah has redeemed compliment me. If I'm correct, Micah is part of the VR chat watch parties. Yes. And quite frankly, speaking of things that are really cool, the VR chat watch party and everybody involved is quite possibly the coolest thing that has ever been tangentially related to my content on the internet. People gather in virtual space to watch my shit, and
Oh my god, they're in the
is-
metaverse.
yeah, people gather in a game. People carve time out of the day, get in the same place, even if virtually, to watch a screen with us on it. And is that not the coolest shit around?
That is really cool. And you see, like, fucking Neocats, he gets me, right? Like, we put all sorts of sensitive parts in mouths that already have teeth. And, like, nobody thinks that's freaky.
That's true. That's true.
So, like, just, I don't know, teeth in the gooch, like, maybe just ask them out to dinner first, and then it's not going to bite your dick off. That's basically the whole movie,
That's
if I
that's the
remember
film. Yeah.
correctly.
That's the film.
Yeah, so it's like, oh my, radical, have consensual relations and it won't bite your dick off. Like, crazy. I don't, that seems basic. I don't have to worry about teeth and gooches for that. But, like, I don't know, what if I shook someone's hand and they had teeth on their hand? That'd be weird.
Like between
That'd
the
be really
fingers,
fucked
between
up.
the fingers, that'd be weird.
That'd be really fucked up, though. It would allow for, like, some really cool shadow puppets.
That would be the coolest of shadow puppets.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit too woke for me. Yeah, you couldn't.
Shadow puppets are woke.
You couldn't make the movie Teeth these days because of woke.
Yeah. I mean, you undeniably could. I love it when people say that because, like, yeah, you could, but the thing is, nobody would think it was funny because there's like just better shit out there.
Yeah, like, one of the podcast guys I listen to, whenever he's like talking about an old thing, he will just go, "You can't make that nowadays because of woke," and just the phrase
Yeah.
"because of woke," that phrasing very funny to me. speaking of Matt coming back into the chat,
Mm.
Matt wanted to speak to all of you with his voice, not just his Twitch chat words. So should we go? Should we hear from Matt? I think
Yeah,
he's about ready.
let's hear from Matt.
Yeah, let's hear from the Flippy Shit Commissioner.
This was possibly our worst ever segue.
It was, but fuck it. Wrestling is Silly presenting your Flippy Shit Commissioner, Matt Berry.
Oh, hi. It's me. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've had a chance to really be myself, you know, stand in front of the rest of the silly audience and just sort of talk. Talk about things, and the things I really want to talk about are very personal to me. We'll do a bit of oversharing today, folks, so I hope you're all ready for this. Personal by one particular person. Zach. My good buddy Zach. It's a very lovely speech he gave to me in the ring the other week. You know, and stand up, look me in the eyes, a great wrestler, an even better friend, all these lovely little platitudes. Even when you sit behind the commentary desk where I used to sit, and just take little pot shots and talk shit about the thing that I created, my little baby, the Flipping Shit division. It's real kind of you, Fred. I appreciate those words. Because I get to sort of sit here and listen every week as you just talk down about these guys, you know. This guy's cringe. This guy sucks.
Can you not hear it?
Oh, why is this guy talking? You know, you really just have to keep poking and poking and poking and poking until I just couldn't take it anymore. You know, man.
All right, let me. I've paused it. I'll boost the volume.
You mean that we've told Matt in his little earpiece to just stop for a sec so that he can continue a little louder. Yeah.
Sorry about this.
Matt's really committed to the bit. He's like holding his arms in the air. You don't need to do that, brother. You can put your arms down.
And stand up, look me in the eyes. A great wrestler.
I don't know what you mean pre-recorded. We've never pre-recorded anything in our life.
All these lovely little platitudes.
Have you seen his accusation? We're getting accused of something being pre-recorded.
It's all like, it's a live show. Live show. Things happen.
Yeah,
live show.
live show. That's actually Matt.
Talk shit about the thing that I created. My little baby, the Flipping Shit division. It's real kind of you, Fred. I appreciate those words. Because I get to sort of sit here and listen every week as you just talk down about these guys. You know, this guy's cringe. This guy sucks. Oh, why is this guy talking? You know, you really just have to keep poking and poking and poking and poking until I just couldn't take it anymore. You know, man. I really couldn't take it anymore. You just had to keep on poking and prodding until finally he just had to get the weird old man with his dusty bones and his grey hair out of his own little solitude just to come and try and defend his own creation from all this shit talk. You know what? You know what? Stood in that ring with you and Wallace on one side, me and Darth Maul on the other. You know what I realized? You know what I really realized deep from my soul? Zach, you are absolutely correct. If you'll forgive me a little moment, and sounding like someone who's watched too many Julia Roberts movies, I try not to live my life with any regret. As hard as it is to maybe hear, I do not regret stepping away from wrestling and silly. I don't regret it. I knew deep down that this venture, it deserved more than I could give to it, more than I had any energy, any ability to give to it. I needed to step away for myself and for this place to follow. I don't regret stepping away. I needed that time for me. Hell, part of me still needs that time away. And I knew if I stayed, I'd end up hating it. It would make me hate it. And hate isn't something I want to do. But there's one thing that I hate more than giving into that regret. And it's making me second guess myself. When we originally pitched the idea of the Flippy Shit division, it was to give guys, smaller guys, more talented guys, the chance. A chance to show off what they could do. A chance to prove to everyone that they were capable of standing shoulder to shoulder, eye to eye, with gods, with deities, with overly buff fast food mascots. It was meant to show that people like Wallace, like Mackie Chase, like the Scarecrow, that we had fun, and passion, and a will to do what others wouldn't, to our own detriment sometimes. And you know what I got to see when I got to stand in the ring with Wallace, with Zach, with Darth Maul, is that me leaving it in the hands of people like our Flippy Shit champion have made it the one thing that this division never should have been. Mediocre. I talked earlier about someone making this personal. And while Zach was the one that prodded the bear, it took that to show me that they weren't the one I was mad at. And it should have been people like you, Darth Maul. You're the torch bearer for everything that I didn't want this to be. And I have to take some responsibility for that. And I have to deal with the regret I have for leaving for people like you. You may be the champion of the division, but I started this problem. And in the spirit of trying to rectify things, to make sure that I don't regret anything that I do, it's time to solve the problem. I've got a little Womack Berry special. Something needlessly dramatic. Something really dumb to do on a Wednesday night. In the true heritage and spirit that is wrestling is silly, I want to offer a grand challenge. I am leveraging the last small crumbs of creative control that I have still left around here to make a match. In 2 weeks, I'm going to be back in this room. I'm going to fight for the future of this division. In 2 weeks, I want this to be 4v4. An all-out brawl for the Flippy Shit division. I'll bring people who believe like I believe. That we deserve more than what we're getting from the division right now, from our champion. Zach, I'm sorry for the swerve earlier, brother, but I really hope I can rely on your support in this match. And we'll bring 2 others, 2 people we know back there that want that fire back from our division. Darth Maul, I'm sure you can find 3 people who appreciate whatever it is you're doing here. Now I know Darth Maul that you're going to want something else to really sweeten this pot. Why would you want to even try this? So here's what I'm offering you. If your team wins, I'll step away. I'll fully give you the reins. Whatever it is that you want from this division, it's yours. If you can beat us. But if we win, then the belt, your reign, and the entire Flippy Shit division is retired. Sounds extreme, I know, but honestly, I'd rather see the whole thing burn down than leave it in the hands of people like you, Darth Maul. So in 2 weeks, I want to see you here. In 2 weeks, I want to see that fire. I want to see that passion to keep hold of this thing that we made together alive. Because you're going to need it to beat me, to beat us, to beat the idea of the Flippy Shit division. In 2 weeks, I want mayhem. In 2 weeks, I want carnage. In 2 weeks, I want blood and guts. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
He had a lot to say.
He had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely felt like my dad was telling me off.
it did feel like he was coming for you, but
Yeah,
no,
it did.
He heard what you had to say and he listened. Well, do you have his back?
Yeah, of course I do. That's not even a question.
So you've heard it here first. 2 weeks from today, blood and guts for the future of the Flippy Shit division. It is title versus career, but it is so much more than that. On one side, Zach, Matt, and 2 teammates that I will leave it in your hands to gain. On the other side, Darth Maul and 3 Flippy Shit division teammates. And just for a taste of Flippy Shit division action, we have a Flippy Shit division match for you right now. Before I get to that, thank you Tropic Arcade for the raid. You came right in the middle of our deep plot beat dropping. I hope you're still around. Welcome to Wrestling is Silly.
Yeah,
I am Eden. This is Zach.
That was unfortunate timing for a raid.
Yes, this is a silly wrestling show that occasionally has some big plot moments, and that was a big plot moment that you walked in on. We're going to do some silly wrestling now, so hopefully some of you were still around. It was a long promo, but it was a very, very good promo. Thank you so much, Matt, for writing that. We're going to give you some Flippy Shit division action right now. Astarion is taking on Karl Marx. Now, I've just heard scrambling in the back. Darth Maul is scrambling to try and get his team together at the minute. I think I'm going
to be honest. If I was him, I'd be scrambling as well because, like, I don't know. When I thought that I was I was the bad guy of that promo. Like, that didn't feel good. So
No.
I can't imagine how Darth Maul is feeling right now.
But I can only assume that after what we heard last week, Rue is probably in Darth Maul's corner. So Darth Maul and Rue, you and Matt, 4 mystery members, Blood and Guts 2, the fate of the Flippy Shit division. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be insane. But
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be absolutely massive. But before then, like I said, here is some Flippy Shit action. Astarion versus Karl Marx. Quickly, in 2 sentences, who do you have your eye on in this match?
Karl Marx, always Karl Marx. Can't go wrong with Karl Marx.
Can't go wrong with Karl Marx. Astarion, Karl Marx, get your predictions in now. We're going to go down to the ring for some big flippy action. And also, no, not that.
What are you fucking doing?
I accidentally queued up the wrong music.
Oh, I see. I
Your
thought it was in game.
next match is scheduled for 1 fall with no time limit. On the way to the ring first, from the back alleys of Baldur's Gate, weighing in at 201 pounds, Astarion. Astarion being accompanied by a certain somebody. I mean, he was scrambling in the back. Maybe he's looking for a teammate.
Look, right, I don't want to be that guy or anything, but I don't know. It doesn't say much good things about you if your immediate reaction when you need to get together 4 people is someone that's pretty new to the division. That doesn't scream like you've got many friends that have been around for a long time.
True. And his opponent from the heart of the workers, weighing in at 210 pounds, representing the Union, Karl Marx. Yeah, I mean, he's been in the ring with Astarion once before, so maybe he felt something in that match. Astarion did get a win over Darth Maul.
Yeah, and to be fair, Astarion and Rue are also quite good friends, so it kind of makes
was a big
sense.
fan of Astarion.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a biased little hater. It has been known. But I just think that if one of your veterans, the first person they decide to go to, is one of the newbies, bit suspicious. Makes me think maybe they're not that popular in the locker room.
Sure, I mean, my first thought would be, like Luigi, Mackie Chase, Scarecrow, Spider-Man, but he's gone for Astarion.
Interesting.
Do you instantly have your eye on anybody from the Flip Shit division to pad out your team?
I mean, my first thoughts have got to be Wallace, who obviously I fought with a couple of weeks back.
Team Shredded Cheese.
Yeah, Team Shredded Cheese, because we're shredded and we love cheese. Yeah. So he is my first port of call, but to be honest, there's a lot of really fantastic wrestlers that I think. I don't want to list them all here because I don't want to give the game away, maybe, when there might be opposition listening. But I am thinking maybe Karl Marx.
I mean, looking at the way he's dominating in the ring right now, I wouldn't argue with that.
Exactly.
I would volunteer to join you. We could have all the commentary on the team, but 1, who would commentate on that match, and 2, I don't think I qualify for Flippy Shit division. I'm gonna stay out of it.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I qualify for Flippy Shit division either, but I also was the one that was starting shit.
Yeah,
so...
you started shit.
Yeah. I did poke the bear, as it were.
You did poke the bear. Ooh, Astarion! I don't know what he was going for there, but he was off the mark a little bit. Off the marks.
He was off the marks.
Hey!
Genuinely, the dog gave me a really dirty look then, like he understood what I'd said.
How dare you make such a pun?
Yeah, genuinely, he did actually look at me like he knew.
Yeah, a very interesting move from Astarion. Almost as if he was aiming for Darth Maul. I'm sure that wasn't the case, but Either way, up in a precarious position. Death Valley driver onto the glass of the LED ramp. And that's real glass. Crimea River. Karl Marx going out to break the count. Astarion with the boots up, though. Astarion maybe playing possum. Saito suplex onto, not onto the metal, not onto the glass, but onto the metal of the end of the ramp. That is rough stuff to fall on all the way down. I'm glad somebody understood that reference. Sometimes I make a wrestling joke that's just for me and Zach and Matt and nobody else. And if anybody else gets it, that's just bonus points. Now that we have a couple of actual wrestling fans in chat, they are more gettable. Astarion, it's a long run, but Tope Con Hero from Karl Marx. What a way to break the count. And now, sharp DDT onto those ring mats. Karl Marx is fighting with a fervor right now. And, ducking out the way, hooking on the shoulders once again. And there, down goes the vampire. Spoilers. Spoilers for a game I've not played. And Astarion is in a real bad spot right now. Darth Maul giving a real stink eye to Karl Marx in the ring. Big splash from Karl Marx. Again, violently breaking that count. And yeah, hitting that glass must have been a right pain. You're solid work there, Petter. And Karl Marx dominant right now. Again, if you didn't have your eye on him before for this match, Matt, Zach, get this guy's number. I mean, the Union, they're sadly for now out of the picture of the tag titles, but that means Karl Marx has got a free afternoon in a couple of weeks' time. And now Astarion, though, has managed to get himself back in the ring before Karl. Karl, though, hot on his tail.
Absolute fucking coward's win, that was. I was like, I'll just let him get count out, please.
Karl Marx, though, grabbing the ropes.
Good man.
Somebody's been listening.
Man.
Somebody's been listening to you. See, Karl, maybe he's trying to get your respect. But there's the sneak attack from Astarion. Gets the cover.
Shit.
And Astarion hits the sneak attack, and I've played Rogue in D&D enough times. I know how strong the sneak attack is. Here is your winner, Astarion. But a hell of a performance by Karl, I gotta say. And again, very interesting. We've got Darth Maul, very quickly trying to make friends on the outside. Mm-hmm. But Karl's got the ring awareness. He's up there. He's
yeah, he's definitely on my shortlist. I'm gonna be making some calls.
Yeah, you and Matt get in the back, make some calls. We've got one more match for you.
You've just fucking set the winner wrong.
Oh, did I? Shit.
Yeah.
Oops. I can't undo that, I'm afraid.
He even asked you to check.
It did ask me to check, and I'm bad at this. I'm just bad at this. I'm sorry, because I said the word Karl Marx as I clicked the button.
Yeah. It's what I've done it as well. I've even done it when I was trying to predict.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough stuff. And I do apologize. But there was 150 whiz balls on the line. It's fine. I'm sure you've all got plenty of whiz balls left. We have just one more match for this evening. Our main event for this evening is another end of a feud that came out of Love Wins. New Twitch champion Bob Belcher, the week after Love Wins, picked a fight with Spider-Man. And it went a couple of ways. It was a bit of a dusty finish. Spider-Man then went on to get a win the next week, and who got in his face but the man himself, Bob Belcher. So I have decided that the only way to get this buried and done once and for all is these two in the ring for the Twitch title. So your main event for this week, Spider-Man, Bob Belcher for the Twitch Championship. Who do you have your eye on in this match?
I mean, I don't know. Feels a bit mean to say anything against Spider-Man, but like, it's Bob Belcher and the fucking Springfield Sports Center.
The Springfield Sports Center are powerful. They are.
You know what I mean? Like,
They very much know what they're doing, but I think Spidey's been on a bit of a Spidey. I want Spidey to win. I would love a Twitch champion Spider-Man. I think he's a bit of a young lion. He's a bit inexperienced, but he's got that fire in him, you know.
yeah.
I think he can do it. I think he might be able to do it. I want him to do it. I can't make the prediction, but I want him to do it. But you think Bob's got it? You really can't fight the aggression of the Springfield Sports Center. So I get that.
I mean, they're very experienced. Have been in. I mean, Bob is the least experienced. I mean, Bob's wrestling career did start here at Wiz.
It did.
You know. So maybe that'll go in Spider-Man's favor, but like Bob's also got several years of wrangling 3 unruly children.
That is true. He's got years of life experience and the tutelage of Homer and Matt in the Sports Center.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a rough one, whatever the case. So let's go down to the ring for our main event. Wrestling is Silly, your main event for tonight is for the Wrestling is Silly Twitch Championship. We'll just let this guy finish his Type 5.
Yeah. Oh, look at us up there.
Yeah, that's
On the little...
that's what we look like. I like that Gwen's come out with Spidey. It's not because when Bob's got the whole of the Sports Center on his side, it's nice. It's nice that Spidey knows he's not alone.
Yeah, that would spook me out a bit, to be honest. If it was just me against 3 of our meatier members.
Yeah, three meaty men, and only one
Yeah.
of them works with meat.
Yeah.
Do you reckon they train in the nuclear power plant? Because they're real nuclear powerhouses.
Maybe it irradiates their muscles to make them big and hench.
They are nuclear
Because that's how
powerhouses.
radiation works.
Yeah, you either get really bad cancer or superpowers. It's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah. It's mostly the superpowers, though.
Yeah. And the Sports Center coming out to no music, just a chorus,
pretty weird.
just a chorus from the crowd. It's an interesting move, I gotta say. But
Maybe it's a power play.
maybe it is a power play.
Like you don't even get to listen to the music.
Yeah, no,
While they're coming down.
no trap beat ukulele, no trap beat boxing from Wii Sports. You don't need any of that. They're all
to
no
be honest,
nonsense.
That would work on me if I was going up against Bob. Like that'd freak me out.
Yeah, I like the ukulele.
Because
It helps me.
I get really nervous, so like the music would help me not be as nervous.
First, the challenger from Queens, New York, weighing in at 206 pounds, Spider-Man. And the champion from a burger restaurant conveniently located on Oceans Avenue, Seymour's Bay, New Jersey, fighting out of the Springfield Sports Center, weighing in at 256 pounds. He is your Twitch champion, Bob Belcher. His intro is a real mouthful, I gotta say.
You're the one that agrees to it every week.
But it's fun.
I don't know why you're surprised. You're not allowed to complain that it's a mouthful and then be like, it's fun, I like it.
But he only poses for so long. I've got to talk real fast.
Yeah, well, that's your job.
Your referee, Gus. I wanted the referee to get a little bit of something as well. The referee's not getting enough credit.
Nice.
And there's the bell, our main event this evening. Bob going for the deep German suplex, dumping Spidey right on his head. Don't laugh at the fact that I said dumping.
It was the fact that you said dumping and then stopped. Like that was the end of the sentence.
Dumping. He's dumping Spider-Man. They've broken up. Oh, Bob just beating Spidey right over that top rope. The Sports Center being professionals, getting out the way. They don't want to cost Bob his title. But oh, Spidey firing up, blocking a hit, locking up. And oh, he's taking off full of pep, full of energy. Oh, beautiful neck breaker. Absolutely beautiful neck breaker. And going, oh, sharp drop kick to the back. See, Spidey is kind of similar to the Springfield Sports Center in the way that he fights. Like, oh, but he's going for that guillotine. He's got the grapevines locked in. Maybe I spoke too soon. He's changing up a little bit, perhaps. Oh, no, Bob able to stand up. This is bad news for Spidey. Oh, turning the guillotine into the spinebuster. Not a bad reversal by Bob. But yeah, Spidey is full of speed. He is a sprint wrestler. So if the Sports Center have taught Bob properly, because the Sports Center, they really know how to shut down Sonic Generations. And if the same thing can be applied here from Bob, then this is going to be a short match. But Spidey now going for the submission hold yet again. Maybe this is...
They're never gonna get the Sports Center out on a submission move. Not gonna happen.
It was Blood and Guts. Bob Belcher did actually submit in Blood and Guts.
Blood and Guts. It was a special occasion.
That's true. That's true.
On a regular ass match, not gonna happen.
No, not even a regular ass title match. But no, the armbar again. You ain't gonna get Spidey to tap out that quick either. But I appreciate that Spidey's trying something different, trying a new approach. But a shotgun dropkick to the back, that is going to take you down no matter how big you are. Spidey with the cover. Just a 1 count from the Twitch champ Bob Belcher, though.
I mean, he's champ for a reason.
That is true. It was quite a decisive victory over Ichiban at Love Wins. Oh, and now just repeated kicks to the back of the thigh. And the beautiful Northern Light suplex. And now Bob going, oh, he's going for the high shoulder capture suplex. El Camino suplex, T-bone suplex. Doesn't matter what you call it, it hurts either way. And now I think he's revving up those fryers, getting the burger on the grill. The burger of the day is locked in. Is Spidey gonna tap? This is his strongest hold, the ace in his arsenal. But no, Spidey able to bust out. Ouchie suplex, yes, that's what, the ouchie suplex. And now, oh, big hammer throw, tossing Bob to the outside. And, oops, Spidey tripping over the limbs of Bob. Judo toss from Bob into a beautiful top wrist lock. And Spidey unable to get out, but not really getting wrenched either. It's a bit of a stalemate between these two men. Spidey able to roll his way out. Yeah, regular suplexes aren't ouchie. Like, I've suplexed a bunch of guys and never have they looked at me and gone, ouchie. So they must just not be ouchie. Zach, let me suplex you and you can tell me if it's ouchie or not.
No.
You're gonna have to
don't like that.
You're gonna have to train up taking a suplex if you're gonna get in the ring with 4 flippy shit bastards. Spidey with cover. Come on,
I could just hope that they don't suplex me.
You could just never get suplexed. I've never seen Ruth throw a suplex. I've never seen Darth Maul throw a suplex.
Yeah, so, like I'm 50% of the way there anyway.
True. Darth Maul does like to dump people on his head, though.
Well, I'll just kick his fucking head off before he gets the chance.
Oh, I can suplex Zack if I join Darth Maul's team. That's true.
No!
But then, I'd be in Darth Maul's team.
You sound so eager.
Then I'd be on...
Yeah, I can fucking suplex Zack. Get a little shit.
Oh. Bob, Spidey not interested in fighting on the outside. Bob going for the lariat, but whiffing it just a bit. Poison Rana from Spider-Man. Poison Rana. This commentary desk adores a Poison Rana.
That was a beaut as well.
You want to get in the good books of this team? Poison Rana's all the way down.
Yeah, that is true. But we can't be too Poison Rana heavy.
No.
We can't be Oops or Poison Ranas.
Maybe you'll bust out a Poison Rana. Ooh,
Yeah, maybe.
Gut wrench suplex from Bob.
I mean, I'm much more of a like grab your face
Yeah.
kind of guy, but
You're
you know,
a little bit no nonsense in the ring.
yeah. Well, you know, sometimes you just can't beat the classics. Is
Yeah, it's
my,
true, it's very
is
true.
my- you know, sometimes you just can't beat smacking someone right across the chest.
True.
Do you know what I
Oh.
mean?
Bob's hooked up in those middle ropes. There we go. The swing 1-9 from Spider-Man. Now he's going up to that top rope. Is he going to hit that spider splash? There we go. Beautiful spider splash. Gets the cover.
Spooderman.
And he's done it.
Well, shit.
He's done it.
I'd forgotten that was a championship for a minute there.
Here is your winner. And new Wrestling is Silly Twitch champion, Spider-Man. What a lad. What a man. What a guy. He's
I can't
only...
help but feel like this is going to create a bit of a scramble to get Spider-Man on side for Blood and Guts in 2 weeks.
I mean, if you've got his number, if Matt's got his number, maybe you can get that. Maybe you can get that happening. Maybe you can get that going. But that brings us to the end of Wrestling is Silly for this week. Thank you to everyone who came down. Thank you to Tropic Arcade and to Takia 3D.
It's Takuya 3D.
It's Takuya 3D for raiding into the stream. I do hope you all had a good time. I very much had a good time. I had a great time. Thank you. Huge thanks to Matt for really laying down the law. That was one hell of a promo. If you have enjoyed,
Best to ever do it.
the best to ever do it, the Matt bomb has been
Yeah.
set off. If you are enjoying the show, there are a few ways that you can help support the show. The easiest way is to follow and to tell a friend. If this show is a really hard show to market, so if you can tell a friend that you saw a really fun stream, a really weird stream, not quite a normal stream. We don't just play games here. We're doing a whole ass show. The second way is to go to our Ko-fi, as you can see there, ko.fi/wrestling is silly. If you've got some spare pennies, you can give us. We've just done all of our. We've just redone all of our monthly memberships. The tip jar is now only $1 a month. We've gotten rid of the $7.50 a month I bought a sign tier, and now the £5 a month Wrestling is Silly mark tier gets you everything that the $7.50 tier did. We have the guest booker tier that enables you to book your own Twitch title match is now only £10 a month, and we have a £15 a month Get on the Mat tier. You can sponsor the Wrestling is Silly canvas, get your logo, get your profile picture, get your podcast artwork, get a bottle of Prime put on the mat of Wrestling is Silly. That is £15 a month, and for £20 a month you can be on the show itself. We will create you in Wrestling is Silly, and you can come out to be in a tag match with your favorite wrestler. You can run out and help your favorite wrestler. Huge shout outs to our Wrestling is Silly mark tier supporter Bude RPG, and our £20 a month Getting Silly tier member Ayakara. Thank you for everything you do. Actually, that is a really timely joke, because the WWE have just signed a sponsorship deal with Prime, and now the Prime logo is going to be on the WrestleMania mat, and that is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So yes, it's a very timely joke.
Yeah.
We also have our Ko-fi goal that we alluded to earlier. If we hit £100 a month on the Ko-fi, we will release Wrestling is Silly Punchline, which is a brand new Wrestling is Silly show every Saturday on youtube.com/@wrestlingissilly, where you can find all of the previous VODs. Zach, how has your day been? Have you enjoyed this episode of Wrestling is Silly?
Yeah, it's been great.
I've had a great time. I'm glad you've had a great time. Shall we do a raid? We do a raid.
I
here.
feel like you forgot we were at the end of the show. And
Yes.
Not the start of the show there.
I looped around. I do apologize.
Yeah.
But
We're on repeat, you see.
yeah. But yes, Buccaneer, Bookfile, wherever the book you are, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next stream. We're not going to raid into Jesse Cox. What we're going to do is we're going to raid into my friend Laura, who's playing Infinite Wealth. So spoilers for Infinite Wealth. Don't do the raid if you've not.
Your good mate Loza. Would you kill me if I said that?
Probably.
Was that... Okay, excellent.
So we're gonna raid into Laura. Join our Discord if you haven't already. We've started the monthly pub quiz again. Buy our gay little pins at nerdyqueer.com, and that is your raid message.
Oh, we've got the Tojo. We've got the Tojo clan.
Yes,
pins
we have the
coming soon. So definitely keep your eye out for those as well.
Keep an eye on the shop. The Tojo Clan Pride prints. They look so fucking good. They're going to be out soon. But yeah, let's go say hi to Laura. But yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
I waited for you that time.